Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? Welcome to Tuesday. For those who don't know, this is Rick with Hit Run Candlesticks. I apologize. I'm going to kill some time here. I forgot to get my drawing tools up. I was off yesterday. Combination of driving and not feeling so well. There we go. We're getting there. Hey, Joe, how are you doing? Let's see. Do this. Better. Much better now. Yeah. Tired, but a little weaker. Okay, I think I've got my drawing tools up. So, um, the conversation around the world, conversation around probably everything is tariffs, 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 tariffs. You know what? There's nothing you can do about it. You can't change it. You can't vote it. You can't do anything. You're kind of everyone is stuck in the mud on that. Okay, but here's one thing you can control, and one thing you can trade, one thing you can change, and that is the trend. Just simply follow the trend. Now, you can't change the trend, but you can control what you do with the trend. And here, let's look right here. There we go. Right here. There we go. If you look at the daily chart on the SPY, you can see that the T line is clearly below the trend indicator. That's all you need to know. It really is. It's like right here, we're bullish, and there we're bearish. So if you think of the market as an 800-pound elephant and you're trying to go long, well, that 800-pound elephant just might be sitting on your chest. Now, that doesn't mean that everything is short. I noticed that MO is popping up really big here. VZ looks great. So there are places where you can trade long if you want to. You just have to be able to find them, and we'll be able to find them all day long because of the tools we use, like the scanner. I can find them all day long. But overall, the market is sitting on your chest. Look at T2123. With that, where's my yellow? There we are. T2123 is in a downtrend. Price below the T line below the trend indicator. Here's VIX. Price, I don't have the T line up here, but price is above the trend indicator. That's bullish. That's never a good thing for the bulls when price is up and T2123 is down. Okay. It's just not healthy for the bull. So if you're going to trade long, just be sure that's what you want to do. And some things I find when trading counter the market is you might need to take profits a little bit sooner, just a little bit. So with that said, take a look at charts like, we better look at some of our regulars, right? NVIDIA heading down around 96. I know a lot of people last week were talking about that, $100 mark, somewhere around there. And there we are, right down there at 96. We could put a line down on this August 5th low. That puts you in the $90 range. And here we can go to this low. That puts you in that $100 range. So right now, it just appears that NVIDIA just might be heading down that way. Tesla, whoops, that's not Tesla. There we go. Tesla doesn't appear that the bulls are strong enough to stop the fall. So it's going to go until it just doesn't go anymore. It's that simple. It will just keep going. And the simple way to follow it is just follow the price, follow the T line, follow the trend indicator. What is it doing? So right here, that's bearish, and right there is bullish. You can do that with every single chart you look at if you have this chart set up right here. Apple. There's no reason to be buying Apple right now. I mean, we may want to. I still own some Apple, but no reason to be buying it right now, not till you see the bulls come in. I don't know that there's a reason to be shorting it right now. I think we need more information. If we take a look at Apple, we could just draw a line down like that and just draw down a line like that. And it needs to break out one way or the other to give a trade. Trading right in here, really kind of just guessing, I think, unless somebody can prove me wrong on that. IBIT still looks like we're moving down. Bulls do not look like they're holding us up. If you want to, unless you want to count that as, oh, hey, we're holding, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. The 200 period moving average is just slightly below. That kind of makes sense, maybe. Let's come over here and take this high down to this low. And actually right here, there we go. Right to that area right there. That's the 50% retracement from the high and the low here. So maybe a little bit more to go. Certainly some building needed down there. Microsoft, nothing happy about Microsoft unless everyone's happy short, And once again, the story is right there. Price below the T line below the trend indicator. And then, we watch for sell signals. Like that would have been a perfect sell signal, perfect time to buy it short right through there. Amazon, same way. Amazon headed down to that 200. Certainly no reason to be buying long for those itching to buy long. Go to Walmart or Walgreens, buy some cream for that itch and be patient. Okay. All right. Let's look at some charts let's see, J&J to go with the long side. If you're interested in something long, J&J seems to be working. But overall, I think the best thing is maybe to look at, the short side. Let's look at Twillo. Look at that blue ice failure setting up right there. Twillo. And you've got the dotted deuce down here and the 200 period moving average kind of just right there. And it just seems like, hey, that's where, charts go to an awful lot. And that's the kind of trading I do from, I look at moving averages and then bouncing from this moving average to this moving average. And then if it gets bullish, we'll look for the bounce from here back to that 50. If we can close over that 50, then we look for that up. We start looking for price action and chart patterns up into that level. So right now, Twillo is still looking short, just like the market looks short. The Qs still look short. And just because we're on the 200 period moving average, that is nonsense to think that's a buy area. It could be, but the truth is in what price does. So if price starts moving up, well, then we can say, hey, the 200 period moving average support. But it's a losing game just to assume it's going to be a place to be long. Now, for those that don't like to go long or short, the Qs, one that I like to go long is SQQQ. And this is shorting the Qs is what you're doing, but it's actually trading to the long side. We're now in a rounded bottom breakout. You can see that we're bumping up against the dotted deuce here pretty much 3 times now. Let's watch for that buy. And what I'm going to look for a buy is above that line now, holding up there, and that we'll use that as support. Now, even if we pull back a little bit, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, even if we pulled back, what I'm still going to look for is the follow through because the trend is still there. We've just bumped up against a moving average, what we call a speed bump right there. So that's still looking pretty good. SPXU, try that again. SPXU is a nice way to trade the SPY short, S&P 500 short. But if you don't want to short, this is a good way to do it long, is to trade with that SPXU. Target I'm looking at is still going to be the 200 period moving average up here. It may pull back, so we'll just be patient. Let's let the market, work a little bit this morning and see if this settles down. If it settles down, might be a good buy on that pullback, and then we'll look for it to go up. I have a hard time believing the overall market is going to turn bullish when tariffs are just now going out there. It's hard to believe that. So I think there's going to be pressure on the market yet for a while. If you guys remember, um, you go back a ways here. I was pretty much, well, kind of a jerk bull. I was adamant about this. I don't care what kind of inflation that's coming up. Everyone in the trading room can vouch for that. I was pretty much, inflation will not matter. We're going higher. I'm beginning to change my tone. Okay, so I may becoming that jerk bear rolling around here. Now I've got this written right here. The real damage is below 564. So if we take this line right there, that's about 575. Let's go to a weekly chart. And the weekly chart, we may be feeling the blues. I mean, things may not be so great, but I don't think the real damage has actually occurred. If we look at this, here we run up, and here we put in this low, and then we have this high. Well, one, we're not below that low yet. And if we do, what that does is that triggers a bearish M pattern in the chart. Now that's bad. That's not good. But the reason I think this five, whatever it is here, go back to the daily, 564. The reason I think that's a kind of the area that we need to be concerned with, 564 right here, is if we spring back to that daily chart here. And let me grab my arrow and let's make this, we'll just do blue. Here we go. You see how we've been bullish here? We pulled back, bullish, pulled back. We kind of put in this double top. The market worked, and all of a sudden it broke out, right? There's the first run after that breakout. Well, after that run, the market got trashy. Anyway, which way you look at this, the market got trashy right here. Well, that run is still in play. This high, or that 564 area, if we break that, I think the market's in a little bit of danger. That's also the 50-period moving average on the weekly, which I think is just somewhat coincidental. It's not the 50 I'm looking at. It's the chart pattern up, and this being the last run before we consolidate it. So in a bullish market, what we want, so we have the bullish run, you've got consolidation, you need that bullish run. That's what we're failing, this entire piece right here. And I think that's what makes this 564 dangerous, real dangerous. Okay. So number one, I think everybody might need to brush up on some shorting. If you don't like that, then you need to be able to find the pockets out there where the bulls are sitting and playing. And there always will be those pockets, and we'll look for them. We'll find them. But just keep in mind the shorts are winning. If you take a look at T20, I already talked about this, didn't I? VIX up, T21, 23 down. All right. So with that, if anyone has any questions, anything you want to look at, please shout out. Let's take a look there. Okay. Somebody's asking VXX thoughts. I'm going to ask, what's your thoughts? I'm going to say bullish. Would you agree? Would you agree? If you look at the weekly here, we're breaking out over that 50-period moving average. We can take this line from here to there, and you can see we're breaking out. So I am bullish on VXX, which means you got to be pretty bum on the market overall. Hey, Terry, thanks. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Let me get caught up right here. Hey, Vern. Inverse, just a second here. Inverse stocks and ETFs. Yeah, the inverse, they're a terrific way to play. They're a fantastic way to play the market, and they're priced right too. They're priced right. To play the market short without actually shorting or playing, or spending the money for the high dollar SPY, for instance. You could trade SDS. It's a perfect chart to trade those inverse ETFs. I love them myself. Hey, Bill, you're looking at Walmart, Walmart here. Walmart for bearish 3 trap. Yeah, it's setting up. I'm currently long Walmart, and I'm going to have to close it out if it doesn't, if it continues this way. But right now, we are setting up for, here, let's do this. Possible bearish H pattern setting up. Of course, you're going to have to get through that low before you can call it the H, but you can certainly see it happening in here. Failing the 50-period moving average is never a good thing for me. And price is below the, let's clean that up. You can see the price is below the T-line, T-line's below the trend indicator. And yes, that is a 3-8 trap short. Yes, sir. Let's see. Terry's saying still likes BITI. Yes, BITI still looks bullish. This is the inverse to IBIT. And you can see IBIT here looks short. So yes, BITI, a lot of B's and a lot of I's here. BITI is still very, very bullish. And again, that's the inverse on Bitcoin. And it looks very, very good here. Yes, absolutely. Bonds are bullish. Thanks you, Melinda. Yep. Closed VXX spread yesterday for 104%. Way to go, Vern. Nice. Nancy, yesterday you shorted LYFT. I can see why. Look at that. Let's get rid of that line there. Look here. Let's go to the weekly here. Well, that's really not doing us any good. I mean, if maybe I can do this. There we go. Move that up. There we go. That looks better to me. You can just see that downtrend working. And now the bears have taken control here. You've got the 50-period moving average above you, the 200-period moving average above you. There's a lot of weight up there. So that's looking pretty good short, especially if you get to that 1220 area. Yipers. Down here to 1075, maybe even to the $9 area. Way to go, Nancy. Went long some gold. Yep, gold is working out. Try to find a happy medium here, hadn't I? Yeah, GLD popping up. GLD is a beautiful trend. Look at the the trend indicator here. Maybe we should put that up and make that blue. Look at the trend indicator, how it's green. Just extend that and see how we rally up and pull back. Beautiful J-hook continuation pattern. Absolutely beautiful there. S, you went long some NEE. There we go. Yeah, look at the round. Thank you. I'm going to flag that. Rounded bottom breakout setting up here. Target up here at 2390, 75, and then the 200 up there. Very nice bottom on that. Nice looking trade. Like I said, there's definitely going to be long trades out there. There's no question about it. Just, you've got to shop for them. You've got to plan for them. When the market is out to hunt you down, and that's the way the market is right now. The market is out to hunt you down if you are long. So you've got to keep your head on a swivel. Keep looking all around because we have some crazy ass news that pops up every single day anymore. You've got crazy ass social media propaganda. You really got to keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention to the charts. That's where the answers are, because news is just it's here and it's fly by night. It's news. You turn it out. Pay attention to the charts and beautiful chart setting up here. Here, I've got some charts popping up on the scanner here. Whoops, that is not one that I was looking for. FTAI. Possible short setting up. Here we're below the 50-period moving average, below the 200. Possible short. JXN, possible short right there. Here's a nice little 3-8 trap. Blue ice failure. 200-period moving average failure on JXN. LNG might need to come down and visit that dotted deuce or the 200-period moving average right in here. So anyway, careful with the market. And like I said, keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention to what's actually going on out there. Pay attention to the trend. The trend is what counts. Yeah, Rickster, ALK looks short. Absolutely. I'm actually still short. Well, first of all, let's do this. ALK looks short. We've got this top right in there. And then here we are moving down. And if you look at this, a nice bear flag. So bear flag pushing down. One that I'm still short is Jets, and Jets is looking good. I'm not going to close Jets just because it's right here. I'm thinking Jets moves a little bit lower. One thing I like to do is the 50% retracement. So I'm just going to take this low right over here. What is this, back in August? And then the most recent high, I guess, up here in January. And the 50% retracement is just about that 200 period moving average right there. So stocks like to move back. It's like dancing. 2 steps to the right, 1 step to the left, kind of like that. So 2 steps up, 1 step back. So here we are. If you think of this as 2 steps up, that would be 1 step back. So yeah, the airlines probably looking, most of them. Look at Delta here, UAL. Look, if the whole tariff thing is going to cause some inflation, which I don't know who think. Well, never mind. I think it is. So people are gonna start questioning where they spend their money at, and I'm not sure vacations and holidays are going to be a great place going forward. So I think a lot of these, airlines, vacation spots, hotels, cruise lines, they're going to see a little bit of a spanking, and it's all due to fear too. The whole fear. Well, what are these tariffs going to do? And not knowing, that's something the market absolutely despises, is not knowing. And I think as human beings, we're the same way. We are. I don't know. What's going to be the price of lettuce or eggs or steak or a road trip here or a airline trip. Anyway, okay, I'm going to sign off here. We'll see everybody at the bottom of the hour. Thank you so much for being here. I absolutely appreciate it. Hey, Bal, you've got one? Let's look at KMI. Whoops, KMI, and then we're going to call it a morning. Okay. KMI might be setting up for a blue ice failure. We need that failure right in here. We need that failure. I don't think we've quite failed, but could be setting up there. Could also be setting up to move long. So a little more information, sell signal would cinch the blue ice failure, I think. Anyway, thank you, everybody. We'll see you at the bottom of the hour in the Hit and Run Candlesticks trading room. Thank you very, very much for being here. Later.